Hey y'all, it's Jess Simonson, and I was thinking about what to write on today for a blog post and video stuff, and I kind of heard somebody the other day talk about they're sick of the mindset stuff. And while I get that, I, I'm gonna share some things with y'all that I've never talked about on video, and it was hard enough just to write part of my story out. Um, a disclaimer: if you don't care for cuss words, I understand. Go ahead and turn this off. If you are sensitive to life's hard knocks and someone talking about them, please turn this video off. There are some things I'm going to share that are not pretty, and I'm nervous about it. Anyway, mindset is the reason why people get themselves out of nasty situations. Either we're sick of the pain, so we rise up, so to speak, and move on. Um, it's it at some point becomes no choice. If you have ever been at a spot in your life that if you did not make a change right now, you were sure it was going to be the end of you. Uh, I have many times. Um, anyway, here's here's the background and why I know in my heart that had I not adjusted my mindset, I wouldn't be okay. My children wouldn't be okay. I probably wouldn't even have children. I wouldn't be here. Um, my dad was a sheriff in Jackson County, Missouri, and while he was on duty, he was hit by a diesel and was killed. And that was a couple months before I turned 5. About a year later, I was molested by my godmother's son, who was also kind of young at the time, but to me, he seemed like a really big kid. Um, had a emotionally abusive stepfather, and my mom, God bless her, love her, she's amazing. And a huge reason why I knew that I could always reach for better and learn and grow. She got out of that, and shortly after we moved to Florida to get away from him and the life there in Mississippi, I lost my virginity to a date rape, and quite frankly, I had also been drinking, so kind of felt like that was absolutely my fault because I had been stupid enough to be drinking and ended up raped. So, knocked up at 19, shocker, with the path that I was on. Married shortly after to a guy who was also emotionally abusive. Got myself out of that because there's just more, and I could not let him do those things to my daughter too. And so I felt like tainted meat by the time I was 22 and divorced and a single parent and stuck 3,000 miles away from home and family. And my mom told me I couldn't come home, and it is the absolute best thing she ever told me. Anyway, there's there's more about my story on my blog. It's actually called My Story. But let me tell y'all this: if I had stayed stuck in the pain, there are so many people in my life who would not have blamed me for being an addict, for being a fuck up. See, sorry, warned you. I was gonna cuss. Um, they would have understood on some level, but it just would have been freaking shame. And the other thing is that the reason I continue to grow and to learn is out of respect and honor for my dad and my children, myself, because for him to lose his life and us to lose him at 32, what kind of honor would I be giving him in his memory if I allowed my life to suck, truly suck, and never be the amazing little girl he saw in me or that my mom saw in me? So let that crap go. It happens. It can strengthen us or it can squash us. I'm no different than anybody else who's been through this, other than I'm willing to step up and adjust my mind and get rid of old belief systems and understand that I'm a good kid. So mindset, tired of that mindset stuff? Mm, tired of feeling like crap? Tired of knowing in your heart that there is more? Well, it's going to start up here. And That's just that. So I know it's kind of a heavy topic for today. Pardon my shaky voice, even though I've gone through all kinds of stuff to get past the ick. It still is hard to talk about on such a public platform. Anyway, don't get tired of that mind stuff. It's important. Grow, be the amazing human being you know is in you. Share that everywhere. A smile in a grocery store, helping someone in your business, taking care of your family, taking care of yourself, looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. Take care, y'all. Bye.